All right, welcome back to LearnWire. In today's video, we're going to be doing some more ChatGPT things. We're going to be doing a blog post, and I'm going to be creating kind of a new workflow. Now, there's been a lot of feedback on people getting worried about AI content, and I believe that if you watch some of the latest videos, it should answer that question if AI content is detected or penalized by Google. I think that if Google wants to detect if you have AI content, they can. There's tools like Originality AI that even just scratches the surface of identifying AI on your site. But I have plenty of content ranking still right now, 100% AI content ranking for search related terms that have actual search volume. And they're still ranking in the top 10. So I really don't think that Google is penalizing AI content. Just because you have AI content, it doesn't mean that they're penalizing it. They're penalizing if your content is not helpful. That is, that is going to be a debate, probably an ongoing debate for some time, but that's just where I'm at with what I see. All right, so let's jump in real quick. So right over here, we're at ChatGPT right here on OpenAI. And we're going to be doing some queries and building some content using this tool. But before I do that, just to kind of, I guess, whet your appetite or just show you guys that, I've took some content just now that was completely written from scratch content, and Originality is scoring it very high, 74% and 26% AI. This was one article, but if we come back over here, the previous one that I did over here, let's see, where was it? Where's my other scan? Okay, so we had this one right over here, which was a complete 100% article that I paid an agency to create for me. It was doing SEO, and it was a 95% original and 5% AI. So that kind of just my couple initial tests show that the content that was not created with AI really is coming out with a really strong originality score in originality.ai. So just wanted to show you guys that real quick. So let's go get a keyword and let's start building a blog post. So I'm in SEMrush. I found a keyword, how to make money with a dump truck. So we're going to go ahead and take that keyword right here, and we're going to go into ChatGPT. Before I do that, because we want to know how much content we need to create, right? And by the way, if you're noticing if my voice sounds even deeper today, it's because I've been sick the last 3 days. So I am trying to get a video created, and I know that my voice isn't the way it normally is. So you'll have to bear with me. Hopefully it's not too bad, guys. All right, so we're over here at Neuron Writer, and this isn't going to be a tutorial on how to use Neuron Writer and optimize your post. And I have so many videos like that. Just type in Neuron Writer tutorial. I have a few of those already. But what I do use this tool for often, even if I'm not going to use it to optimize my post, I'll use it to see how many words I need. And right up here, you'll see that it says we need 1,388 words on this topic. And there's a score over here and so forth. So we have an idea of the length of blog post that we need. Okay, so how we're going to do this is I'm going to say, write me a blog post outline on the topic. For whatever reason, I like to put these in quotes to just emphasize. I don't think you have to do that, but I think it just emphasizes that's what your topic is. So write me a blog post outline on the topic. So we're going to say enter, and it should go to work for us. Introduction, briefly introduce the topic of making money with a dump truck and why it can be a lucrative business opportunity. And you have all these talking points. This is really good because I tried this before and it gave me a completely different outline. I like this one better. So a lot of times go and rerun your outline a couple times and then pick the best one. Just like in most AI writers, a lot of times you're going to run it a few times. So we're going to go and just take this for example. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a notepad real quick, or maybe even Microsoft Word. Let's see. What do I want to use? I'm going to use Word. Okay, perfect. So now you can put both these applications open at the same time on the same screen, so we can get a lot of work done. So we have our outline over here, and what I would basically do is I would literally take this right here. I don't think we even need to say write an introduction. We can literally just paste this in right here. And this is going to be the introduction to our article. All right, so the second paragraph really kind of gives us a nice introduction. So bear with me. You're going to want to stick to the end because we're not going to just take this content and then paste it onto our website. I'm going to show you some easy steps that you can do in order to try to change this up. For those of you that are worried about AI content, I'm going to show you a way that we can go and make this even more unique. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and we're going to just paste that in. Nope, that doesn't work. You're going to right click and then paste just the text. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come back up here and we're going to say types of jobs to consider. I'm going to say down here, I'm going to say expand on the following. And then I'm just going to paste that in and see what ends up happening. So expand on the following types of jobs to consider: landscaping and construction, hauling debris and materials. Let's see how it can handle that right there. So there's many jobs that a dump truck can be used for in order to make money. Some of the most common include landscaping and construction. So it went right here, boom. Hauling and debris. Wow, it is insane the way that it's able to, decipher and determine how we are writing this. I think that this does go back and look at our entire conversation. So it just gets smarter and smarter as we use it in this same chat or thread. Municipal work. And it's even talking about, there we go. Potholes right there. Collecting garbage. Did it talk about collecting garbage right there? Okay, perfect. So we have this content right here and we can go and grab this, copy it, come down over here, and we might have to decide what we want to name our H2 right here, because this is basically types of jobs to consider. So this is really I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it right here, and then I'm going to call this an H2 right there. Right, so we'll do one more so you guys can get the hang of this, and I'm not going to make you sit through the whole thing. I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to say expand on the following, and I'm going to put that in there and push enter as well. We're going to let it go and do its thing and write for us. We're going to build our article over here in Word. And like I said, we're going to be doing a little bit more. I've tried to write full-blown articles and it will, but the problem is that it will only write about 500 words max before it starts kind of getting choppy and not wanting to continue. So I find after using this for the last week, it's better to kind of do this manually. It's going to take a little bit longer and more copy and paste, but you're going to have a way better article anyways, because you're going to have a lot more control over it. But see how it can write hundreds of words on just one subheading, right? One H2. If we tell it to write an entire article, I could show you how it does that as well. But it's going to, it's only going to do about 500 words. And it either is going to stop in the middle of your article, or it's going to write an article for you, but it's not going to expand on each topic, if that makes sense. All right, so this was our second part. We're going to say getting started. And that's what I would do. I would, add getting started making money with a dump truck, be more specific. We'll come back over here. We'll grab this, and just in one statement, it produced 300 words for us right there. I'm going to copy that, right click, paste as text. Okay. So as you can see, we have 700 words already. I'm going to keep going through and I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I'm back, and you can see we have our full length article over here, 1,460 words right here, written exclusively in ChatGPT. You can see the just nice beefy paragraphs that it expanded on each subtopic. So you can get a lot done really quickly with this software. So what can we do next, right? So we have our content over here. Now you can go and Control A, we're going to copy this from Word. We know that we're at 1,460 words. That's going to change after our next two things that we're going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand my browser over here. Like I said, I would recommend doing the next two steps and then coming back, and your final optimization should be done in Neuron Writer if you choose to do that, right? But we already know we're meeting the word count, and this, like I said, isn't a Neuron Writer tutorial. So what are we going to do next? Well, we're going to go over here to Quillbot. You can use Spin Rewriter or Quillbot because we already have the content, right? So you can choose any one of these. I'm going to go with a low setting. We just want to change this just a little bit, right? So I'm going to go with the first setting over here. And I'm going to go with fluency because what fluency does is it ensures text is readable and free of errors. So that's what I'm looking for. I don't want to go with creative, so we can make it even. You can use it creative or expand if you want to expand on it or make it more complex, but I'm not really trying to do that. Simple would be another one that I would want to try because it's going to present the text in a way most people can understand, and that's what Google likes to rank too. So I would say fluency or simple, or you can use the standard. So we're going to go ahead and paste our content in there, right? Now, I don't think, it doesn't look like it kept our formatting. I'm not sure. But we have our 1,460 words. We're going to push paraphrase. It's going to go, it's very quick. And what it's doing is it's literally going to, just kind of replace synonyms and things like that that make sense, that make the most sense. If you want it to change more of the content, you would just move this dial over here to the right. But I'm just going to go with the first one right there. And that's how fast it is. It's saying that we have only 1,400 words now after it went and condensed some things down for us. And we're going to go ahead and copy this. So this is just this is a step that I created that you can either choose to do or not. You don't have to do it. It's not going to hurt the way that this sounds. I've found that Quillbot is very high quality. The way it spins is very high quality. And then I would finally come in here and I'd go into Grammarly. I have Grammarly Premium. So this is only going to probably work the best with the premium version. We're going to go and paste this in. We are going to have to go bring this back into Word and reformat it, but that's okay. It's not really that big a deal. And then now we have 82 suggestions, and I'm going to go ahead and just basically do what Grammarly is telling me. You can go and spend a bunch of time, but it's going to go and help us rewrite these, make it sound better when necessary. And like I said, you can spend as much time as you want. If you want to spend the entire day going through and kind of questioning or arguing Grammarly, then that's fine. But I'm going to go ahead and just not do that. And I'm going to go ahead and just do exactly what Grammarly wants to do. And then I'm going to actually go and publish this, and we're going to see if it can rank for us. So I am going to you guys can go and check and everything, but on these ones right here, I just go ahead and trash them. But I'm going to go ahead and go through this right here, and then I'm going to go and publish this on my site, and I'll do, you still want to do a featured image and do your SEO and all that, and go through your normal SEO, on-page SEO process. But I'm going to go and just rank this, and then I'll come back in maybe like 3 days, maybe a week at the most, and I'll, kind of mention it. So you want to make sure you subscribe to LearnWire so you can actually see the results that I'm going to go and rank this AI content. But let me push pause on this, and then we're going to go and we'll just do a check real quick and see what score we can get over here in Originality. And I'm not basing everything off of this tool. It's a new tool, Originality.ai, but it's kind of one of the only ones that we have to go off of. And my first couple tests really do show that human generated content scores extremely high, 70 or higher. And the AIs usually score 25% or less. So in a sense, it does work. But I'm going to go ahead and push pause, get through this, and then do that one last test for you guys. Okay, we're back, and we have just completed all of the suggestions. I believe there was like 80 or so content suggestions in Grammarly. I'm going to go over here and see what the performance score is. And it's telling us we have 100 out of 100. That's pretty cool. So next, what we're going to do, it actually even went and bolded some things, and it actually even rewrote some of this right here and put it into bullets. So it's actually, I've noticed Grammarly is even getting more, it's getting more intelligent with improving your content piece. I'm going to take this, we're going to copy it, and let's just see what Originality.ai says about our score. So I'm going to go over to dashboard. I'm going to go to new content scan, and I guess we can go with a plagiarism check as well. Control V, and we're going to scan this. And fingers crossed, hopefully it's better. I'm going to also need to go and test the ChatGPT text before we did anything to it to see what that score is going to be as well. Okay, so it's done. Plagiarism, it passed 100%, and AI detection score is not bad at all at 47% original. Now, what we want to do is we're going to go and test the content. Let's go back over to our Word document. Yeah, the Word document is pre, this is just the ChatGPT. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this content here. We're going to do a new content scan. Remember, 47% original there. And we're going to go and throw this in right over here. And I guess just for some of you that are curious, I guess we'll leave the plagiarism on as well. I'm spending, I don't know how much money I'm spending on all these scans, but want to show you this, guys, show you this stuff. And hopefully, if my theory is correct, this should be a lower originality score, meaning, less effective or not as good. And check this out. So 3% AI detection score right here. And even had a little bit of plagiarism right here, based on just grabbing ChatGPT. So just grabbing the text right here and pasting this on your site might not be the best idea. If you're concerned, I'm going to emphasize only if you are concerned about the AI content being on your website. If you are concerned with that, then this 3% is not the best score, 97% AI. But when we come through and we go through this process right here, if you want it to be even more unique right here, just for fun, let's do this. Let's ramp this up to here. And we're going to add as many paraphrasing as we can, as much paraphrasing as we can, by moving the synonyms bar all the way to the most changes. I'm going to copy this, and then we'll go back over here and we'll do one more scan. I'm just going to leave the plagiarism off because we know it's not going to have plagiarism anymore. And then I'm just going to scan this, and we're going to see this last test over here. So 42% original. It didn't really change anything. So I think that just going through and we could go and try some of these other ones like creative, and then also leave it on the highest setting as well for fun. We'll copy that, and we'll do one more test here just to see if you can mess around with the different settings over here. Expand, shorten, creative, and then also moving the dial over here and find what works best for you. But I think that if you just look at that one, creative, it gave us an 84% original score. So if you post this on your site, there isn't going to be any issues with originality or any kind of detection. So I wanted to throw this workflow in there. I thought you guys would like it. If you use AI content, if you use ChatGPT to create your content or any other AI writers, then you can go over here and use Quillbot. I do have a premium membership. It costs like $100 a year or something like that. But I find that this might be the next kind of way to create that unique content. It's one extra step. But then also remember, we also took it through here and fixed quite a few, like over 80 grammatical errors as well. And we've got a really good solid piece right here. So I'm going to go and I don't know what exact keyword I'll be trying to rank this for and everything. I'm going to go do some more research, but I am going to go and publish this because I like to do testing. I have a website that I don't mind throwing this content up. That way I can show you guys that this content does rank. So I'll track this and I'll make another video and we'll look at these results here in a few days, up to a week. All right. We'll see you in the next video.